back on the morning app. Happy Friday to you. I'm Scott, along with Phil and Kiera. Pumped to be with you on this Friday.
So the first segment we had, there was no audio, so if you're watching our live stream, sorry you missed out on our extremely interesting conversation about concerts earlier.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was
radio people heard it.
Yeah.
My bad,
Luke
for
Combs
sure.
is coming.
It's a recap.
Luke Combs.
Luke Combs.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, we're back now.
You're not
Got
in
the audio.
radio if you don't forget to
Do something.
turn on the audio.
At least the mics were on. We're
on.
We're broadcasting live.
90.5 WASU.
Yeah. In the Wayne L. Sumner
Live
Studios.
from the Wayne L. Sumner Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But State Fair season is here.
Yes.
it is.
So,
here.
yeah, I had a friend go to the Cleveland County Fair last night, I believe. It was in
Yeah.
Shelby. But really goofy, I thought, because she was telling how she paid $10 for a turkey leg. And
Wait, no way.
and she was just like kind of bummed.
That's a
because
lot.
it's $10.
Yeah.
And
It's really a lot.
apparently at this fair, you can pay $20 for a helicopter ride.
Which I'm
That
here
is so
for.
It's
funny.
something I've
Where do
never
they
done
fly
before.
you? Just over this fair?
That's the thing, like Cleveland County.
Over Cleveland County.
Hey, maybe it's kind of near Charlotte. Maybe you could see
Yeah,
skyline.
you might.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah. It's about an hour, 45 minutes away.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So are y'all fair people? Like, where did you grow up, Kiera?
I grew up in Charlotte.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have been to the Cleveland County Fair, actually.
Is that where, like, Charlotte people go?
Yeah, I think so. Also, a lot of people just make the trek to
To
Raleigh
Raleigh.
because it's just typically bigger
Yeah.
and better.
The state fair.
It's the state fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy it, but for me, it's like, I don't know, you're paying money to get in, and then
Yeah.
everything you do there, you have to pay
Yes.
money for again. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like the monetary value of what I'm spending isn't worth just what I
Right.
do there. Like, I usually end up getting fried Oreos first whenever I go, and then I'm just not hungry and feel sick the rest
Yeah,
of the
those
time.
make you feel.
And it's just not worth it. So, yeah. Like,
Yeah. I feel. I think there are ways to do the fair.
yeah, there's ways to do the fair like right and
Yeah.
ways to do the fair not right. So I enjoy going with people who really know the fair.
Right.
And there's definitely some people in Raleigh who really know how to do the fair well. And the
Yeah.
exhibits are sometimes interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I've only been to the state fair in Raleigh. I haven't been to
Okay.
other state
Yeah.
fairs or smaller county fairs.
Right.
And my family would go, and we would do it. I was kind of differently than most people. I feel like because we would go to the exhibits, like we'd see the
Yeah.
animals through the barns. We
Yeah,
would
the animals are cool.
always get this like $1 chocolate milk drink, and we would do
I
it
love chocolate milk.
super in a very cheap way. Like
Right.
we might get one thing to eat. like,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like corn on the cob, or we never really, or at least I never got the fried stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we also, the state fair, you can enter into these like cooking competitions, baking competitions.
Yeah.
And so we would always submit brownies and
Oh, that's
bar
so
cookies
cool.
and
Nice.
pound cakes.
Yeah.
And it was really fun because at 12 years old, you could get a blue ribbon and win like $12.
Right.
And
$12 is a lot
It
when
is.
you're 12 years old.
It is. I remember I entered my last year of entering recipes or entering food. I entered bar cookies, and I was in middle school, I think, and I only entered one thing, got the blue ribbon, and was done.
Nice.
Ended
Yeah.
on a
In and out.
fantastic note.
Man, that's great.
So-
There's probably so many people out there who like take so much time and enter every single category they possibly can and still don't win anything.
Yeah.
I feel bad for those people.
So I was curious, and I just Googled craziest fair foods. Number 1, North Carolina Kool-Aid pickles.
Gross.
So
Wait, these are real?
these are real. I think they're pickles. They're pickle spears fried in Kool-Aid.
Fried in Kool-Aid?
That's disgusting.
Not just like soaked in Kool-Aid?
I think it's fried. Like, or I don't really know how that works, but maybe you throw some oil in there with some
What?
Kool-Aid.
I can't even imagine those. Well, I also don't think I've ever had
Ooh.
Kool-Aid, now that I think about it, though, so I don't even really know what it tastes like.
The second on the list is Fruity Pebble shrimp on a stick. That sounds kind of intriguing,
Shrimp?
honestly.
Fruity Pebbles and shrimp?
Like, so it's.
Just-
I'm guessing the shrimp is fried with a Fruity Pebble
Coating.
or breading,
Gross.
so to speak.
This is so weird.
I love shrimp, and I probably like Fruity Pebbles, but I would
together?
much rather have
Them
shrimp,
separately, correct?
like,
Yeah.
marinated in something else.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so.
Like butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, like regular things.
Cheese or hot Cheeto covered corn in California.
See, that's
Corn on
something
the
I can
cob.
understand.
Yeah.
That's something I get because people love hot Cheetos.
I don't. I mean, I don't understand any of this, but I
Well,
think it's
yeah.
funny and intriguing. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I think hot Cheeto flavors and corn probably makes
They
more
might go
sense to me
together,
than
yeah.
like Fruity Pebbles and shrimp. That's just so weird.
See, this list, it's a top 10, and 3 of the 10 are from North Carolina.
Let's hear those.
Crack and cheese waffle cone.
So that's from North Carolina, like State Fair, North Carolina?
Yes, it
Crack-
is.
Is it for this upcoming year? Because I feel like I haven't heard of these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
new?
I'm not sure. This was on the fly. I'll look into it in a minute. But this crack and cheese waffle cone is mac and cheese, coleslaw, barbecue, and cracklins, which I'm guessing are just like little fried things, fried
Yeah.
dough, all in a waffle cone.
So it's like a whole barbecue meal.
In a waffle
with the
cone.
sides
Yeah, and that's-
in a waffle cone.
I bet that's a popular item.
Yeah, I mean, it's innovative.
Yeah, innovative.
Just hold it all.
Phil, did you ever eat anything other than like fried Oreos when you used to go?
I'm trying to think. Like, I haven't been to the fair that many times.
Yeah.
And when we did go as a family, we wouldn't get food.
Yeah.
We would just either ride rides or walk around, see the exhibits. So I don't remember getting anything other than I don't remember getting like a Krispy Kreme burger or whatever.
Oh, I've heard about those. The
Yeah.
ones that are like in between the donuts. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
I was always
So-
intrigued by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Like I don't have that much fair experience to go off of.
Yeah.
In terms of eating.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
Or-
I just remember like I'm from Charlotte, but there's a town called Matthews, and it's like very small, and it's like I'm
Yeah.
kind of on the line between Charlotte and Matthews.
Yeah.
And they have this thing called Matthews Alive, and it's basically like a fair kind of over Labor Day weekend, and they have artists and all this stuff, and it's really great. But every time I would go when I was younger, my mom, I would look at all these like weird fair foods that they had, and I always wanted to try something. And my mom always made me feel like if I ate any of this stuff, I would just like die on the spot. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
So I'm just like in my head now, always going to state fairs. I just feel like I'm not supposed to eat any of that stuff because I will just like collapse on the ground
Yeah.
immediately.
I just remember feeling so sick, like
Yeah.
sick to my stomach and like not wanting to do anything.
Yeah.
And I think the turkey legs I see people walking around with, if
Is
it's
there-
$10, then maybe not, but
Yeah.
like those are good. Like that's, fun to
can
walk
share it.
around, or like corn on the cob, you know.
Yeah, I think the fair can be really fun.
Oh
If
yeah.
you go with friends, if it's nice out,
Yeah.
if you're just walking around, like it's fun to walk
It's
around.
the experience. Like you're not really
Yeah.
paying
People
for, like,
watching.
you're not gonna expect to like actually leave with anything a lot of the times, but it's
Yeah.
just like being there around a ton of people.
I never understood getting the goldfish as a prize for
Yeah.
like the various games, and people walking around like.
Yeah, I'm like, now you have to
With
take
the
care of that.
goldfish?
Like you have to go buy a bowl and.
And just the fact that this goldfish is swimming in a bag
I
of
know.
water
It's just sad.
It is
like,
sad.
for a few hours.
Yeah, probably days. Like they probably keep those goldfish just in like
And
buckets.
isn't it a thing that's maybe totally wrong, but like, can goldfish not really tell that they're in a bag? Like, they just see like outside or something.
Like,
I don't
they
know.
probably have no idea, because if you're in a plastic bag, I feel like everything is visually skewed, so you're just kind of floating around in water, and you're
it's
like,
scary.
I am.
What's the natural habitat of a goldfish? Like, obviously water.
But yeah, is it like salt? Is it like the ocean? Or
I have
is
no
it
idea.
A lake, or
I've only ever heard of people having goldfish.
Yeah. Their natural habitat is the Walmart aquarium.
Man, so sad.
People
Goldfish.
would name their goldfish too. It was really sweet, and some would even be able to survive for a couple months.
Yeah.
But it's just not for me.
Right. It's not for me either.
I
Oh,
can't.
man.
Yeah. I always wanted those huge stuffed animals. Like the ones that were hanging and they were just giant, and you had to absolutely like.
The games. I would
Yeah.
never play the games.
Yeah. I
Like,
was not good at them ever.
yeah,
Except for the one
yeah.
where you shoot the water gun at the target. I was pretty good at that one.
nice.
And it just like goes up and then you win something.
I always
Yeah.
feel like those games are just unnecessary stress
Yeah.
because you pay.
That's such a good way to describe
You
it.
pay $3 or however much you pay for
Yeah.
the basketball
Mhm.
shot to line up with against people and shoot the target, and you're just stressed because you want to win because you paid,
Exactly.
and for what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You paid $3 and you're probably gonna win like a bouncy ball or something. You know what I
If you think,
mean?
like,
Yeah,
If you,
yeah.
if you win, $3 completely justifies getting that stuffed animal.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh, okay, you lost the first time. Even 6 would be a good deal. Even
Right.
6 would be a good deal. So you go again.
Yeah. Like
And
two
then-
tries.
It's tough.
And then you're like, I think I could win. I really think I could win. I'm getting
Third
the hang
time's
of
a
it.
charm.
And you blow $9-10 just on that one game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But-
I mean, so being in Dallas last week, their state fair started this past weekend, and it goes on for like 4
Yeah.
weeks. It's like a whole month.
No, I'm sure.
And it's
Yeah.
like one of the biggest state fairs because Texas is like one of the biggest states.
Yeah.
And we were talking to somebody, I think it's like our Uber driver. He said that the state fair is like one of the largest like forms of revenue. Like there are
Yeah,
some people
absolutely.
who their
Wow.
entire job is
Yes.
setting up for this state fair.
Yeah.
Their entire job, like all the revenue they make is off of sales at this fair
Yeah.
for 4 months. And then for the rest of the year, they don't even like that's their job. They don't
Yeah.
even do anything. They're just prepping for this like
Yeah.
month-long fair because
People work year round
Yeah.
for the state fair, even in North
Yeah.
Carolina. Like,
Yeah.
gotta have
Fairgrounds,
vendors
yeah.
and-
Yeah. So I mean,
Fairgrounds.
if you think about it, each person spending $15 at the state fair just on like trying to play a game or buying a turkey leg or something.
Or
I mean,
entrance
that's
fee.
so much money.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
right.
And people probably travel from like all over to go to the state fair of Texas.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, like one on a bucket list for me is going to the Texas State Fair and then going to a Oklahoma Texas football game because there's the Cotton Bowl Stadium is where they play that game, super big rivalry in
Yeah.
college football. And they play it right next to the fairgrounds.
Oh.
So it's super cool. Usually like college game day is there and it's super
Yeah.
cool atmosphere. But yeah, it's a big deal. I'm sure they got some really good like brisket.
Yeah, they
selling
probably
there,
have some
man.
really fancy,
They do, yeah,
like
I'm
Ooh.
sure.
extra stuff
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, no
At this
doubt about it.
Fairs.
Yeah. I wanted to
A lot
go,
of
but
good food.
obviously we left
Right,
before
right.
Friday
Mhm.
came around. So
That'd been cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The fall is an exciting time of year, just in general. State fair, it's spooky season. now.
yeah, spooky
October.
season,
Yeah.
or as I
Hey,
like to call it,
corn
spoopy
maze.
season.
What do you call it?
Spoopy season.
Spoopy? Why?
I don't know. I just think the word spoopy is funny.
Spoopy.
I'm like, it's spoopy season.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't know
state
why.
fair's coming around. It's actually coming up and going to be in Raleigh in a couple weeks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think after fall break.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah. The weekend after, or yeah,
Yeah.
following fall
lots
break.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fall, weather's getting a little cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting time.
Yeah.
But,
Absolutely.
this is the morning app.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Happy Friday. It's the morning app. We are back. Phil is adjusting his chair. Figuring it out.
I'm just going to go.
He doesn't know how to lower it.
Is that good?
Just like, why don't you just squat?
You could just like kneel on the ground for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
That'd be
We're
helpful.
good.
But
Yeah.
before our last break, we talked about how it's spooky season, or how Kiera calls it
Spoopy season.
spoopy season.
Yeah.
And yes, we'll, spooky,
Scoopy.
whatever you want to call it.
Scooby
Yeah.
season.
Scooby-Doo season.
Scooby-Doo.
But
Yeah.
fall, Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
Costumes. Kiera, you said you already have yours.
Yeah. So I mentioned how, usually in college, Halloween's like a whole weekend event. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just like,
yeah.
you dress up one time. So you got to have
No doubt.
multiple costumes.
Halloween.
Halloween, exactly. So there's one costume I usually do every year, and I have a watermelon slice costume. It's just like one of those things that you
Perfect.
pick up at the store. It's like $12, and so if I'm ever lazy, I just throw that on, and I'm a watermelon slice. So I've got that.
It's always
And-
a good backup.
Yeah, that's a
Right?
great.
It's always a
yeah.
good,
Yeah.
just showing up. Most people are like really creative, and they do like something like pop culture,
Yeah.
and I walk in as a watermelon slice.
You could always be safe and just do the office gym with just like a name
the
tag.
3-hole
on you.
punch
Yeah,
or
3-hole
whatever.
punch.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good backup to have.
Yeah.
But it's on a Thursday this year, so it's like it's going to be milked for all it's worth.
Right.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Maybe even Wednesday.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows?
honestly.
And we have the football game on Halloween. So do
Yeah.
you think everyone's going to be showing up in their costumes?
Hopefully.
That'd be pretty
That'd be
funny.
kind of cool. What if it like the university kind of addressed that? Was
Did it?
just
Yeah.
Hey, wear your costumes.
Like
to the game,
costume themed
Yeah.
game.
And it'd be sweet if they did like the costumes, and
Did like a contest.
a costume kind of like post your
Yeah.
picture of you and your friends at the game, costumes, and you could win something.
Dude,
potentially.
we need to like hit up athletics, make sure they're doing this.
Hit 'em up, yeah.
'Cause that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. It'd be
surely
interesting to
people are
see.
thinking about it. Sure.
Yeah.
People will dress up, even if there's nothing announced. People may dress up.
Right.
Depends how. Well, people will dress up regardless of if it's cold or not. But it's probably gonna be pretty cold.
Yeah.
But that's like Halloween every year. So.
Right. Yeah.
But hopefully that wouldn't deter people from wearing a specific
Yeah.
costume.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I kind of like when it's cold on Halloween because, if you ever do like some kind of extreme face makeup or you're just wearing like a bunch of layers, it's
Yeah.
nice to not have to worry about like sweating it off by the end of the
Right.
night
Yes.
or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
So it's usually nicer when it's a little bit chillier outside.
Yeah.
In my experience, at least.
Scott, we should dress up as sports broadcasters. We're calling the game
Oh my gosh.
on Thursday.
What
So,
would
yeah,
that
it'll
look
work
like?
out. Just
I mean,
wear a
just
suit or like
suits?
jacket.
Yeah.
What if
tie.
we wore costumes to call the game?
That'd
Come
be
on,
pretty
that would
funny.
be so funny.
I don't know. But,
Is the
Dress up
pre-show
as-
happening, right? Like, doesn't
Yeah.
Gray
App
and
TV
you're on
does.
that?
Yeah. Or so it depends on whoever is
Streaming.
calling the game.
Gotcha. We got to have costumes on for that, right?
That'd be
'Cause
funny.
It's
I was
TV.
saying, yeah, I might have to. I have a beanie that looks a lot like the one Kevin McAllister wears in Home Alone.
Yeah.
So in high school, I dressed up as him one day, either for Halloween or for Spirit Week, maybe.
Yeah.
And I was wearing the beanie, and you know how he always goes like that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I did it. I used to be on the morning announcements there, and
Yeah.
I did that on the TV, and I think it went pretty well.
I think that
That's
went well.
amazing.
Yeah.
I think that went well.
So what, for each of you, what has been like your top Halloween costume ever, do you think?
I said this on the show last time, but it was being a bag of jelly beans.
Okay.
I was in 6th grade,
amazing.
and our youth group was doing Halloween. Halloween fell on a Sunday this particular year, and my mom. I was like a cool 6th grader, so I didn't want to dress up,
Right.
or dress up something cool. And my mom saw something on the internet and was like, "Philip, you should be this bag of jelly beans," which is basically a trash bag. With holes cut in it for my limbs, and then you
Your
put
limbs.
balloons in the top of it. And
Multicolored, right?
multicolored balloons.
That's so funny.
So yeah, it was a pretty big hit. But there's a lot of pictures of me just looking really upset in this costume. But like people thought it was funny.
Yeah.
That same year, my brother was a senior in high school, and he dressed up as my mom, who's a minister at our church, and he like wore like a wig and like it was super funny.
That's hilarious.
Wore like her stole and robe and stuff.
I wish you had a picture of your 6th grade self in the
Yeah.
as a jelly.
Man, that's probably hilarious to see.
Yeah, it is
Could have
pretty
been a
funny.
bag of Skittles.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
But I had a patch of like cardstock paper that said Jelly Belly.
Oh, okay.
So it said it
Gotcha.
set me apart from the
You
Skittles.
can't get the rhyme with the Skittle if you were Skittles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skittle belly.
Skittle Belly.
My favorite Halloween costume was a couple years ago. I dressed up as my water bottle.
That's funny.
And this water bottle I had for a couple years.
Yeah.
And I think it was an Nalgene, or no, it was like one of the skinny ones with the handle. And
Yeah.
I put this sticker. There's one sticker on it, so I put that same sticker like on my stomach. And for the handle, I put like a belt around my neck. I'm really. I'm like super cheap when it comes to Halloween
No,
costumes
same. I
and like
feel.
most
Homemade.
things in general.
Yeah.
So I didn't spend any money on this costume.
Yeah.
I wore like a plain white T-shirt. I wrote in Sharpie, 24-ounce insulated, like right on my chest, essentially like my shoulder, because it says it on my water bottle. And that.
It was a big hit.
Yeah, it was
apparently,
like-
yeah.
Yeah, I created this top for my head, like the water bottle cap.
Yeah.
And it didn't really stay on very well, but it was just cardboard with like a string that I cut through it.
That's so
I
funny.
spent $0.
I mean,
my
honestly,
costume.
good for you. Like, that is a do-it-yourself
fun.
costume. Yeah.
Homemade costumes are great.
Yeah.
What
Did you
about
have
you?
to explain to a lot of people what you were, or did
Well,
they get it?
So that night I would carry around my water bottle, and they would be like, "What are you?" And I'd just be like,
Look.
Do you
That's
see
so
it?
funny.
And the sticker really stands out. So it's like the same sticker.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
That's hilarious.
you're.
Your water bottle. That's
Did that water bottle have a name?
No.
Okay.
that'd be really funny if he was like, yeah, actually.
I'm
its
dressing
name
up as my
was-
friend Brian.
Brian's been with me through a lot, and I just thought I'd pay a tribute to him and dress up as him for Halloween.
Oh my god. That's
What do you have one in mind?
I don't know. I think I guess it was kind of a series. So one year in high school, I just went as like, "Where's Waldo?" So I was just Waldo.
Yeah.
And then the next year, I couldn't think of anything, so I just like ripped up the costume kind of, and then like put scratches on my face, and I was Waldo, but I was never found.
Oh, that's creative.
That was.
I think it's good. Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Wait, are you just Where's Waldo again?" And I was like, "No, do you not see the?
I'm unfound.
I was never found.
Waldo.
I'm dead." And they were all like, "Oh, okay."
Oh.
I thought it was really funny.
Hey, it's creative.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah.
Super creative.
Some people just thought I was a zombie, so I went with that
Yeah.
a lot. I was like, "Yeah, I'm just a zombie."
Mm-hmm. Favorite Halloween candy when you were a kid, trick or treating? What was the prized candy that you wanted?
Twix.
Twix.
Same.
Twix too.
Exact
Two
same
Twix.
thing.
But
Strips?
it was over a few year period.
Yeah.
I kind of grew out of it, I think, pretty quick.
Yeah.
I think I'm still on the Twix board.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I still like Twix.
Yeah. Twix are really good. Did y'all ever get like full candy bars when you went trick or treating?
Yes.
Like, did people
Those are all-
actually do that?
Like one or two houses.
that was
maybe in the
mythical
neighborhood.
in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Thomas Davis used to play the Panthers.
Wow, yes.
player.
Yeah.
He used to live down the street from me, actually.
Oh, wow.
And
He had full candy bars.
he
for
had
sure.
full candy bars. Yeah.
Man, that's a cool thing.
It was pretty cool, yeah. It was never him who opened the door.
Right.
I think it was his wife, actually, but yeah, he had full candy
Those
bars.
people that had the king size or the full candy bars were known.
Oh, yeah.
We
They were
gotta-
tracked down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're. But
No doubt about
Halloween's
it.
coming up. It's
Yeah.
exciting. Got to get your costumes ready.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap up the show next here on the Morning App.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
I love the claps.
I
Yeah.
love the claps. Just a few minutes left on the Morning App for the weekend. Pumped for this weekend, but we've been joking in studio. Phil and I have been joking the last couple days. We think it's really funny. So let's see how this goes. Phil,
Yeah.
you gonna give it a go?
Let's see if Phil can explain why this is so funny.
Well, last night I was at the ale house, just eating dinner, and then I walked across the way to Regear Outdoors. Regear Outdoors is right below the SRC.
So that was decent. I'd say that wasn't honestly like it was good, but the joke is saying ending a sentence with like a business or a word, and then starting the next sentence in a different tone, using the same.
Just to reintroduce the same company.
Can I try again?
Try again, yeah.
Regear Outdoors. Regear Outdoors.
And it's great because
my
Regear is one of our sponsors here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's great.
Is there any like other company name you can do that with that would be just as funny? Like
The River Street Ale House. The River Street Ale House. It's always funny.
I love Regear Outdoors.
yeah.
And we've been doing like funny things of the day, sponsored by Regear Outdoors.
Yeah. So, for example, which this doesn't make any sense, but this is what we've been saying. So, the sauce of the day brought to you by Regear Outdoors. Regear Outdoors.
Gear Outdoors.
Like saying a little thing about Regear and then going into what the sauce of the day is. It's great. Good time.
Oh my gosh.
But I just got a text from Mackie G.
You
Mackie
did too?
Gallagher. Yeah.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out.
If he's listening.
Working for Fox Sports Charlotte. Went to Hornets Media Day. Just living his best life, tweeting a whole lot. Follow him on Twitter. I would not know his handle, but just look up Mackie Gallagher. Yeah, it is Mackie G. But shout out.
Straight out of WASU.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
We love successful alumni.
Yes. Yeah.
We love them.
Absolutely.
Like Luke. Well, I was gonna say like Luke Combs,
Luke
but I guess
Combs.
technically he's not even an alumni.
Man, what if someday we're just like App State students or like Mackie Gallagher, man?
Yeah.
He went to App State.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like everyone talks about Luke Combs, like, wow, he
Oh
went
my
to App.
god. Mackie Gallagher's coming to perform at
Yeah, kids that are
River State.
Mackie
kids that are getting in elementary school right now who are gonna come to App in 10 years or whatever.
Mackie's on like
Whoa.
ESPN.
Oh, can you believe Mackie G? That dude went to App, I think.
That's so
And someone Googles on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're right, dude. You're right.
Dude, there was a time, I think this was like 2 or 3 weeks ago probably, we came in here to do the show, and you know how Mackie, for his specialty show, the Mackie Move, he like had a whole song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the song was just like programmed into our computer. And so we got in here and it was playing. Like his entire Mackie Move song was just playing on our station.
Wow. That's cool, man.
You're like,
The legend of
is
Mackie
this
lives on.
Mackie's song right now
Before he
playing?
graduated, he had to get it in the logs.
Yeah, he was
Yeah. So I'm gonna sneak this in here.
he was like, Nate.
Yeah. But like Lexi was like, I did not put this in here. Like, how did this even get in?
Oh man, Mackie, love you, dude.
So funny.
Yeah. But
yeah.
we're
Justin-
winding down our show.
Justin's not in here today to get the.
Oh yeah, Justin's not
leave
in here
early.
to get his exit.
I probably should leave early. I have class upstairs at 9. Last class I was locked out when I was on the show.
Ah, shoot.
Good.
So we'll hope for the best, and we'll hope you have a lovely Friday. Thanks
Yeah.
for tuning in. We'll see you on Monday on the Morning App.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.